All right, I want to welcome all you Wranglers back to Builder's Corner, and today I wanted to do another tool review. Last time I talked to you about the cordless 36 volt Makita circular saw, and today I want to talk to you about the 36 volt Makita brushless sawzall. First thing I want to point out, takes two 18 volt 5 amp hour batteries, right? 2 times 18, little math quiz. 36 volts. Good job. Batteries go in right here, pretty easy in and out. Each one of the batteries has its own meter, and so you can check to see the charge. I've got 4 lights here, 3 lights here. This is fully charged. This is 3/4 of the way charged. It's got a variable speed trigger, and that goes from 0 to 300 strokes per second. And it's got two different speeds. It's got a low, that's locked in the middle, and that's high speed. So that'll go 0 to 300 strokes per second. The lower speed goes 0 to 2,500 strokes per second. All right. It's got an 1.25 inch stroke on the tool. It's got an adjustable foot for angle, but you can't adjust it in or out. All right. So one of the sweet things that I like about this saw is when you put in a blade, the chuck is a toolless chuck, and it's spring loaded. And so when you put the blade in there, it automatically locks. So watch this. Did you see that? Now it's locked in place. Now here's the other part. It's also spring loaded, so when I release the chuck, say the blade is hot because I've been cutting in something for a while, so that you might not want to be touching the blade, it's spring loaded. Now the one thing I've noticed is it won't shoot the blade out, but it does pop it out a little ways. So watch this. So it popped it out, and you could always shake it and drop it out that way. So let me show you that again. So now it's locked. I don't have to touch it to put the new blade in, and if I want the old blade out, turn that and it shoots out. That's how it's supposed to work. All right. Now with the sawzall, you can put the blade in either direction. Doesn't matter, and it just depends on your application which way you put it. All right. So here's the other thing, that with the Makita, both with the cordless saw, the cordless circular saw, and the sawzall, it has this rafter hook. And these are super handy to have, right? I use those all the time, especially when you're up in framing and you need to put the tool down to do some other work, and then it's safe and it won't fall. So a lot of contractors and carpenters and other trades use this saw or cordless saws all the time, and mainly it's where you don't want to drag a cord around and you are difficult to get to places. For instance, plumbers may use it underneath of the crawl space, and carpenters may use it up in the rafters. So it'd be really good too for remodeling, and you don't have to drag that cord around the job site, you know. So and it's not that heavy. It weighs about a little over 10 pounds from what it feels like, and you know, with the hook on it, you can hook it on your bags, carry it, what have you. So and it's got a good ergonomic grip, like most of all of the Makita equipment does. And so with that in mind, it may not have all the power in the world like a corded tool, but it's got plenty. The weight of this is pretty good, so the vibration isn't too bad. Now, typically, you know, we're going to compare this to the leading sawzall. Well, the leading sawzall is the Milwaukee Super Sawzall. Now, you know, when you got a tool that's plugged in and has all the power that it could possibly draw from a power supply, that's a pretty tough thing to beat. I would say out of all the cordless sawzalls I've ever used, this thing comes closest to it for 36 volts. Now I'm going to do a test cut here. Now I don't have time to compare it to Milwaukee Sawzall, but that is the standard. All right, but it'll go through Wood with nails, no problem. All right, and at no time does it feel like it's underpowered or binding up or that I'm pushing it too fast or too hard. So again, Makita 36 volt cordless Sawzall. Again, one of the best cordless Sawzalls I've ever used. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. So that's it for this tool review, and we'll see you next time back here on Builder's Corner. Take care.